Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony. Well, Amanda Seales is no stranger to controversy, and it appears she's rubbed people the wrong way once again. After questioning the support former President Barack Obama receives amongst Black people, even asking her viewers to tell her what did Obama do specifically for Black people. Seales made these comments on her podcast In the Shade Room, would share a clip of the moment on their own Instagram page. She would go on to tell a story seeing Questlove post about Obama on social media, with him saying he's noticed many people nitpicking at the former president. This would cause Seales to try and unfollow Questlove. However, when attempting to do so, she realized Questlove had already unfollowed her. She would go on to express her confusion on why so many people hold Obama in such a high regard.
I see lots of folks really still loving Obama. And I'd be like, still? And even if, like, you have an affinity towards Obama, when I see people, and when I say people, I'm talking about Questlove. I saw Questlove post something about Obama, and he was like, I've been seeing a lot of folks nitpicking Obama lately. And then I went to unfollow him, but he had already unfollowed me. So I don't know how at this point in this time people are still calling, like a friend of mine still like, but Obama and Michelle are my forever FLOTUS. And I'm like, why? Saying things like Obama did more specifically for us. Please tell me, what did Obama do specifically for Black people? Please, somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. Please. Obama was a great orator. He inspired many people with his presence, but that does not avail him of critique and talking about his bad choices and policies. Inspired them to do what? What did Obama inspire them to do with his presence? Aspire to be a part of establishments? He never spoke about reparations. He never spoke about police protections, about securing police protections for Black people, or just for anyone, honestly. Just like qualified immunity should be removed in general. He said we couldn't have Medicare for all because the insurance companies provide jobs. Like, what are we, like, at some point, your politics has to come beyond identity. And that is what so many of us are stuck in. The identity politics, which literally is just, because they look like me. Representation is not a generic concept. So should we be proud that Clarence Thomas is on the Supreme Court? Should we?
Seales wouldn't stop there, but would go on to criticize Obama, referring to some of his policies as bad choices. She hears many people saying Obama inspired them, and she would ask, inspired them to do what? Seales would condemn Obama for never speaking about reparations, qualified immunity, police protections for Black people, or anyone. Now, it seems like many would find issue with Seales' comments, as several social media users would respond and object to what she had to say, including Jamie Foxx. Fox would jump into the Shade Room's comments writing, "Barack Obama will forever be my hero. 400 years of slavery, and for him to emerge victorious. It's more than policy, it's legacy." Donnell Rawlings was another notable figure to respond to Seales, asking, "What does this topic do for Black people?" At this point, podcasters sit back and ask, what can I say that will help my engagement? One social media user would disapprove of Seales critiquing Obama when Trump is currently in office, doing more harm than good. They wrote, "Imagine making Obama the villain when there's a whole white nationalist sitting in the Oval Office whose party wants to strip millions of Americans from Obamacare and 10 million from Medicaid, which Obama also expanded." while another social media user would take the time to answer Seal's question by mentioning several bills passed under Obama's watch. They wrote the Affordable Care Act, the Fair Sentencing Act, the Earned Income Tax Credit, Child Tax Credit, the Small Business Administration, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, the Home Affordable Modification Program, just to name a few. Now, Obama not doing much for the Black community while he was in office has been a talking point for quite some time, so Seals isn't alone when it comes to this narrative. Still, the backlash she received would cause her to respond via Instagram Live, even mentioning her past request for the Shade Room to not post her. Defending her own comments, she would say,
folks who still believe in the sanctity of the presidential office, which I do not. I also, saw how the Shade Room does what they do, which in their effort to be a tool of weaponization against Black people, cut and edited up my words. Because they can't show a video of what I'm actually saying. They always have to chop and screw it. And it's like, if you're not going to actually show what I actually said, then why are you posting it? By the way, I have told them, I have asked them several times, do not post me. Do not use me as a tool of pushing your pedagogy. Do not. And they continue to do so, which in my opinion is an indicator of their continued effort to be a divisive force.
So, what do you guys think about Amanda Seals wondering why Obama still receives support from the Black community, despite not doing much for Black people? Do you agree? Why or why not? Let us know in the comments below. And stay up to date with the latest news and comedy by subscribing right here to our YouTube channel. Hit the bell and select all so you can receive notifications to all of our content and not just some. Check out Hypers Club for all your cool and original merchandise and content. And for our YouTube viewers, if you appreciated this update, don't forget you can send us a super thanks by hitting the button below, and you can tip us what you want to show your support. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta for Comedy Hype News, I'm Symphony.